How's it going, everybody? I finally got everything I needed and got my crusher done. So, spring, robust machine casing, the 2 plates, and then you just need to wrench it. Hammer, and there we go. And I realized yesterday, after I got done recording, that I set this up for the squeezer, not for the crusher. Crusher needs power from the back. Things go in the top, come out the bottom. So, also, while I was out and about yesterday mining a bunch of stuff, I found my first dungeon. And I got Iridium shards, which I didn't even know existed, which only can be compressed into Iridium ore. Now, to me, that should be ore dictionaried as a tiny pile of Iridium, and we should be able to melt those down in a Crucible. So I gotta bring that up to Greg. I got silver coins, which are the unique Gregtech coins that got gears on them, and you can stack them, and you need a shovel to get them back. Let's see, I got 2 regular Iridium ore, and then I got the thing I needed the absolute most, which is chromium dust. Now, the reason why I need that is because it's the one thing that I really can't make easily that I need to make stainless steel. Because I can make wrought iron, I can make invar, and I can mine manganese. But for chrome, you have to electrolyze. I didn't know that had chrome in it now. That's a new one. It used to just be ruby dust was the only way you could get it. And you pretty much had to electrolyze to get it. And see, this is a new one I didn't know about either. I didn't know you could get sand from manganese ore now, sifting it. So, but it's got to be the sand version. Let's see. Ultra, I don't have that in my World Gen. Ruby ore, I do, which I knew that one, and then manganese again. But that's really the only way to get it, other than as a byproduct of one of those things, or electrolyzing. So it was great that I got it. I also got some nether wart, which is awesome because I can plant this and start actually getting some crossbreeds on my plants out there. It was one of the main things I needed to go to the nether for, and I still ain't got to the nether. I plan to, but I've been so busy trying to get this triple vein I've got dug out, which I'm gonna, at the end of the video, if I remember, take you guys over and show it to you. Let you see the progress I've been making. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to hold that. I want to put these here. And then when I crossbreed this, I will get a crossbreed of all 3 of them, and this being a higher tier, I will have a chance of getting something of a higher tier, equal to, or I think 1 tier above it. Right now, the only thing I had a chance of getting was things that were at that tier, which is tier 1, and maybe a chance at tier 2. So now I have a chance of tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, I do believe is how it works. Also, I got books. I got construction foam book, I got plutonium book, rare earth book, copper book, redstone book, and red steel book. If none of you ever seen these, you can actually make them, but it gives you basically all the information of what it is, what's related to it, what the properties are of it, and things you can use it to make. Just all kinds of stuff if you ever really needed to know or wanted to know. It's good if you find a certain material and you can't figure out exactly what its use would be. You can actually make these books with some sort of its stuff here. So hydrogen, you'd use hydrogen cells. Lithium, you'd use lithium dust. Lithium ingots, purified lithium, whatever you have, but it's got to be the same for. And then the magnifying glass, which is just a lens and a rod. Alright, so let's see if I can get this thing to work. I know there's one thing that I had to do. Oh, I forgot about my pipes. I had said that I was going to use Buildcraft pipes, and I forgot I need cactus or beeswax to make the sealant. And I made my pump. I got it over here. It's actually over here because I've been busy. I'll show you this real quick. I made my staircase. Kind of goofed right here, but I'm trying to follow the terrain, so I'm kind of stuck with that goof. But this is my new base, and I've got a visitor apparently. I have to deal with him in a second here. I haven't decided if I'm taking this. Don't blow up my new place. I haven't decided if I'm taking this middle wall out here or if I'm going to use it as a divider for the base or not. But this is, I do think I at least need to take out this, or I'm going to take out this whole wall. I haven't decided yet. But it just kind of circles around here. I don't have it all connected yet. The whole floor isn't done. And the nice thing is that my sluice comes to right there. So I got to work out what I'm going to do for the roof. Anybody that knows me or watched me long enough knows I hate doing roofs. And I still haven't decided what I'm doing with that area over there. Haven't done anything with lighting yet. This is going to be a work in progress type of thing. It's going to take a little while before I actually get moved in. So I'm going to move my pump over by the base. That way I can pump water straight into my boiler. Now, one thing that I want to do, and I'll explain that once I get rid of this. Daggone it, stop hopping. I think they're infused with rabbit DNA. Is these work better with distilled water in them? And you get distilled water out of the engine. That little port right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a tank that will catch that distilled water, and then once this gets calcified up and I need to replace it, then I will fill it with the distilled water and hook a pipe up straight from the engine to this, and it should make a good cycle. I'm not positive, but it should. And I'll probably make a solar distiller eventually, just to be able to have some extra. So for right now, we're going to put this pump right there. And I got to make an engine to run it. And I actually think I'm going to make a windmill from IE to run it. It tends to work pretty good. And I'm going to use Gregtech wooden pipes to pipe to it. For some reason, I keep forgetting about these things. So I'm just going to make these, and that's how I'm going to pipe it. But I'm not going to take the time to pipe it all up right now. So I'm just going to fill it with some water. And then we'll give it a shot. I do believe I should be able to do this. Apparently I cannot do this. So I've always piped it in. Huh. Well, I guess that means we're going to have to pipe it in. Son of a gun. I always thought you could just click on it. The windmill is going to take a couple minutes to make here. Let me look at it. It's been a little while since I've made one. The main issue is the dynamo. I gotta make this thing, which means I need copper wire, which means I need a lot of copper ingots. So maybe I should just use a redstone pump for now, because that's going to take a little while. Oh, I also got 4 copper ingots and 3 bronze rods and 9 lead rods out of that dungeon. Let me think here. Yeah, what the hell, I'll just make a couple redstone engines to put on it for now. Let's just do that. Now too. So I need 1 gear, 2 gear. 2 wooden gears. And I'm going to need a piston. Luckily I got some iron over here. Redstone. I got 1. I'm just going to make 1 for right now. It'll take a little while for it to actually pump any water with just 1, but I don't really have the stuff to waste making 1 at the moment. Piston. And I need a piece of glass, which don't have on me. Those and that. I do believe all my glass is out here. And yes, it is. Oh, I also made a titanium double axe. I love this thing. I love the double axes. There is my power. Now I need to make a lever. There we go. Alright. Bring this out here. Get it started. And now, once it gets going, it'll have a green light on the front. Let me know that it's actually doing something. Let's see, it's got 20, 30, 40 RF. Goes really slow. I can start working on getting the pipes made. Actually, I probably ought to count and see how many I need, huh? Let's see, we need 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, plus 2 elevation changes. So 25 approximately. So let's do this, because we're going to need a bunch. And I'm going to need to make a soft hammer. Probably going to end up needing to make a few of these, but at least one for now will do. I do believe it's something along these lines. Alright, make me a liar. Wood pipe. Oh, saw goes up there and hammer goes down there now. Gotta love that noise. And there goes the hammer. See, I told you I'd need another one. But I'm gonna need more wood anyways, because that's not gonna be nearly enough. And where is my tank? I had a tank. I made a tank. There is my tank. And let's go sleep so you guys ain't gotta watch me blow up again. Since I do it oh so well and oh so often, at these nice 31 levels on me, I really don't want to ditch down the drain. So let's come up here and do this. What I'm thinking about doing for now is I'm going to kind of wall this entrance off here a little bit. That way I can be a little more private in here. Have a little bit less annoyances while I'm trying to work. And this is going to be my shop for right now. And early on it wasn't a big deal to have these nice visitors coming in. But now that I'm getting machines in here, it kind of is, because I don't want creepers in here blowing my stuff up. So I'm going to go to right here. So here, there. And then we'll just run this straight across. Don't have to be pretty. When we actually get into upstairs over there, I'll have everything wired a little more pretty, plumbed a little better, but for right now this is going to be good enough. Gotta go up one more level. And did I mess that up? That does not seem to be on the same block. It most definitely is not. I gotta go back one block. Alright, why did them first ones come off so easy and now they're... Oh, I remember. It's because of factorization. Factorization has some weird thing where you can take something apart that you put together, like a block that you placed, a little quicker shortly after you placed it. So that should start giving me water. Once this... Okay, it says it's full. Why is it not outputting into that pipe? this. Okay, it's outputting to the tank just fine. So why is it not going to the pipe? I've never had this problem before. Give me the wrench. Let's go see if we can figure this out. Oh, because I'm an idiot. I didn't connect it to the pipe. I keep forgetting about this new mechanic. Okay, so it was. Never mind. I'm a dumbass. I can't believe I just did that. I keep forgetting that you now have to actually tell it to connect, which I actually love. Because you don't have to worry about things connecting you don't want to connect. And now I can take out these big spruce trees. It takes a little while, but I can do it now. So now I don't have to have so many little ones planted all over the place. I can just have a couple big ones and pop them down. Come on. Come to Papa. Thank you. It's raining wood. Alright, so let's replant our tree. And we can go make some more pipes. Let's see. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8 more. Oh, and somebody was having an issue with figuring out what Crucible is after the vanadium one. I'm going to show that real quick before I forget. Okay, so vanadium Crucible is right there. The meltdown heat is 2728. That's when it will turn to lava. Even though the actual melting point of vanadium is 2183. So you got to look at the red one that says meltdown when stored heat is too much, 2728. Now, if you look at the other ones at the melting point down there and looking for a higher number in red, the only one that is close, that is a regular material, is Molly, 2896. Oh, wait a minute. Did he change that on me? Because it was Molly next. Holy shit, I'm wrong. Either that or I missed one. I have to go tell him I was wrong. So what is going to be next? I swore that was the next one. Let's see, not stone, not basalt. Need something just higher than 27. Definitely not carbon. Not invar. Not steel. not stainless steel. Dark iron, but you don't have that if you don't have factorization. Meteoric iron, no. Meteoric steel, but then you gotta have, galacticraft. Nightly metal is a little bit below. Fiery steel will work, but it is, you gotta not do the Gregtech cooking to do it. Thaumium if you have Thaumcraft. Titanium won't get you up high enough. We need something that'll get to 29K. Did he change this so we can't get past here? Yeah, it seriously looks like it. I'm gonna have to ask Greg about that. It seriously looks like he's made it to where you cannot get past there. Wait a minute, Iridium is 2719? Okay, am I completely out of my mind? Okay. Vanadium. 2728. 2719. So yeah, it's Iridium next. And that takes you to the 3398. So yeah, what he posted is right. He was looking at it right. So then after Iridium, you could do molybdenum. Where is tantalum? Because I know I had to make one of them. Yeah, see, that's 3290 to 4112. And then after that was the tungsten. So yeah, it's iridium and then moly and then tantalum and then tungsten. So I definitely got to tell him that I screwed that up. Again, it's been a couple months since I actually did this, and I swore moly was the next one. But that means that I've got to get a lot more iridium, because I only got 2. And usually finding an iridium vein is a pain in the ass. But I'm not planning on going above where I'm at right now for a while. I'm in no hurry to get to the high ones. I've been there, I've done that. There's not really a whole lot I need above there. So, making the hammer. And cut down some more wood here. And make some more pipes. That and that. I think that should be enough. Now we can go hook this thing up and get it started filling. Why are you over there? Nobody invited you to this party. Thank you for dying. Oh, good gravy. definitely don't want you jerkwads out there coming in here. Get out of my face. Get out. You weren't invited. You two, come here. Come on over here. Come out here on my little peninsula. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Sizzle, sizzle. I know. I heard it all before. Go away. Alright. So, now we can connect these boys up here. And there we go. Now we just gotta do that. That'll connect it. Get rid of that one because we don't need it. Now that should be gaining water there. And we can tell it's actually filling because the pump is running. That'll be the way that I will tell that it's done. And I'm going to take this and put it right there. And that will be for my washing. And I will bring my Crucible back here. So, can this. Now I can quit having to worry about coming out here in the middle of the night and getting blown up. Just got to be careful going through there if I do choose to, because those are going to be hot. So now we'll let that run for a little bit, get nice and full of water. And we'll grab us a stack of lignite. And look at all the bauxite I got. And this is all from sand and gravel bauxite. But the main thing we want right now is this. We want to run some copper through. Just give me all of it. So that's going to go up here. And still got one more. Go right there. And do I got my flint and steel? No, I do not. There we go. Now I do have one thing pretty soon that I got to figure out. I want to make the heater for this eventually, and I want to make the automatic igniter, which I might make the igniter first. But I was looking at aluminum, and I heard talk about how it was. There's only one L in the Okay. Aluminum dust. The way to get this is from electrolyzing stuff mainly. And you gotta have electricity to do that. Now, I can get it from sifting, but it's got a pretty low chance of actually getting any out, especially from bauxite. So I might have to find some other ones to do this, because if you look at, let's look up bauxite. If you look at bauxite in the Crucible, it will smelt to aluminum at a temperature of 28K. but aluminum will boil at 2792. So it will boil out right at the time that it is produced, unless you like feed ice, I guess, or water into it basically right at the last second. And I am not that good at timing things to do it that way. So I'm going to have to try to get mine from sifting and stuff. Now that I went through that long spiel of crap, let's check the pump. It's done. So let's get this thing fired up and see how it works here. And fire in the hole. And I need to make me a metal barrel for my distilled water, but for now I'll just use a tank. And grab some glass and we'll make a tank. Now this is the one thing I liked about on the server having drums for, because I could just pump this into a drum. But I opted not to use extra utilities drums because it makes things too easy. So we'll put that there. Let that heat up there. And I'm going to get my wooden hammer just in case I need it. And I got my wrench. Alright, it's almost heated up. Now, when I was doing this with the crusher, or with the squeezer on the server, I needed 2 boilers. And I don't have 2 boilers here, I have 1. So I think what I'm going to have to do is disconnect the pipe, let it feed extra or fill extra pressure into the boiler here, and then release it and let it do a little bit. But I will, now that I have a crusher, I can make extra iron, so I can make extra steel, and I can make an extra boiler. Alright, we're up to temperature. We should be getting heat now. You can see this is changing color, which means it's putting out more and more power. And this should actually start to give us a little symbol that says it's not getting enough power. Usually it'll like act like it's trying to do something. Let's go ahead and cut that for a moment. Watch the dial there and see when it starts going up. Alright, we're gaining pressure, which is what we want. Get a little bit more here. And we'll see if we can get this to work. Let's connect this back. And it's going to start dumping into the machine. Let me go grab my screwdriver real quick. Make sure I got this engine set to the right thing here. Oh, wait a minute, I can't set these. These aren't electric. Yeah, see, I can't do anything with that. Still not trying to do anything. It's still heating up because it's now green. Let's look at Crusher. It does take the right amount of power, right? 32 KU a tick. And engine we're using is steel, not the strong one. Steam engine, steel. Energy out is 16. Whoa, wait a minute. No wonder we're not getting this done. We need 2 steam engines worth. So that's not going to work. Crap on a cracker. I swear I looked at that and that would work. Let me look at ore. Trying to find something that, there we go, iron ore. Shifter, crusher. It needs 16 EU a tick, which everything is 1 for 1, so that would be 16 KU a tick. So yeah, that should be working. It can take a maximum of 32. Oh, there we go. It is working. It just needs some time to heat up. So I'm freaking out for nothing. And this thing is slower than the day is long. But I'm expecting it to be slow. Oh, and I forgot about this stupid chest thing. I'm going to have to make a pipe to go underneath there. Creeper, get off my frickin' pipe! No, we're not blowing up the new stuff. I'm not fighting you behind a frickin' pipe. Stupid creepers walking on my water pipe. Get down here. Get away from the new stuff and get down here. Where are you at? You're over there. Yeah, wander the hell outside. Come here. You're just being annoying. Come here. Come on. Cross this line. Alright, cross this line. Okay, don't blow up, because I'm being a dumbass. Okay. Let's get back in here so we ain't getting anybody else wandering in. Alright, so I got my crusher working. I'm going to cook the hell out of that malachite, get me a whole bunch of copper made up, and get some more bronze made up, and I'm going to make the shredder, if I only put 1 E in it. I'm going to make this next, which I need 8 bronze just for the gears. And then next we will probably work on the squeezer, which is this bad boy that needs a whole lot of frickin' bronze. So I'm probably going to make me a portal either between videos or in the next video, head to the Nether and see what I can find for some copper in there, since I can't seem to find any copper out here. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I actually took longer than what I planned to, so I'll show you my triple vein another time that I'm working on. Basically, it's a magnetite, coal, and bauxite vein. 3 of them all stretched side by side by side. And I'll show you that later. So take it easy. Have a good one.